All right, good morning, Josh TV followers. Here we are on what we refer to as the Alabaster boat. Not our favorite boat. This boat's got a whole lot going on. Yeah, see, all that was supposed to be done. All this was supposed to be done. I'm supposed to have guys up working here and the railings aren't attached. All the siding panels were supposed to be on. There's a lot of things that aren't done that were supposed to be done. So this one we're screening, but the screens will be on the inside. He has put up a channel here for the flexor rail, and then we'll put the flexor rail. Can I see one? Yeah, he's got a channel for the flexor rail. We'll hang down, and we're going to go to the inside of the railings, probably in 5 foot, 5'5" panels somewhere. There'll probably be 3 panels for that distance. If we do it in 2, it's too much for one person to roll up, so we'll cut that in 3. I remember binding these carpets, and it was just huge. We put the sail right on a dolly and ran the sail right around it to bind it, and then we get out here and they've covered it up. They've covered up all the edges with a carpet runner. But they're all bound. Oh, that was tough. A lot of cuss words that day. So that's what's going on with this crew. I got, oh, he did get that ketter up. I told him, see, when I was out here before, this railing wasn't here yet, and the staircase wasn't here. We were still using the old ship's ladder, and they wanted ketter up and over that rail, and that's close to the edge, and I'm old and I don't bounce anymore, so I told him it's just he'd have to do that. Something I don't do that. And now he's wrapped lights around there, so I don't know what they're doing. This is just so odd. This job is just so odd. There's just so much going on here. Some of those jobs you just wish you never took. So anyway, I've got those guys up on the front, on the bow. We're screening in the bow. Typical ketter on the top, twist locks on the railing on the outside, typical like we always do. But this upper deck has just been something else. The boat is old and rotten, and it should have gone to the scrap heap, and it was sold for half a song, and now he's put a bunch of money into it, and it's just, oh, I don't know. He put that big hardtop on it, and then we had some big storms here, and it broke loose and crashed into a bunch of stuff. So it's been an adventure. So these guys are well on their way. I'm gonna head off and do the 2 boats that I came down for.
The professionals at work.
That was my...
Our mom addresses the same this morning.
Yes.
Even with the male pattern baldness at different stages.
All right, Just You TV followers, here we are on the Formula. And story here is, boy, there's a lot of rollers coming through. Look at the boats move. The whole dock is riding with, you can hear all the squeaks. Wow. They just come out of nowhere. Anyway, the Formula, he couldn't wait. It wasn't the price, it was just he didn't want to wait for me to build him a cover, because I am just that busy. So he ordered one from Formula, and when it got here, it fits wonderfully, but it doesn't have any snaps in it. And he got, I think, 4. I think he set 4 snaps No, he got 2. He said 2. and figured out that it's not as easy as he thought, because when he put those there, then it didn't fit. So he was trying to figure out what was going on, and he asked us for advice, and then decided that it was probably just better if we did it for him. So out here on a beautiful Wednesday, here on A Dock, Lake Mead Marina. Well, there's PRN. I've done that boat. I've done, where's another one I've done? I've done a few down here. I've done a couple on that dock. And the one down there, that Baylor, or the Carver over there, I've done that. And then of course Margaritaville is 3 slips over. Nice day out today. A little cooler with the fall temps, second day of fall. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one all squared away with its cover. Okay, Josh Hu TV followers, here we are back at the fountain, and the cover has been installed. It's a little tight, but it fits well. If you're gonna do one of these, I would advise start in the front and wrap the Velcro first. Wrap these 2 of these 4 Bimini hardwares first, and then it's a pull. I mean, you really got to pull and stretch to get those first 2 to line up and get a snap in them. But after that, it was pretty easy pulling. A little hairy when it got here, but then I started here at the end. This one is obviously, it takes the upturn. That's the last snap it'll reach, and you can see how far off he was. He was way off. I'm trying to get that. That's where his was. So set that one and then went back and got these. Same on the other side. Let's walk around. On the sunny side of the boat. And I had the boat pulled over to me when I was doing the snaps. But same thing, it got a little crappy here in the middle. Wasn't quite sure how it was going to lay. But you can see it doesn't have a whole lot of droop on the inside there. It's pretty taut. And then back here we had a couple of straps. Let me go around to the other side again. And to me, it's pretty dang gutsy. Let's try not to trip over the rope. Pretty gutsy to make a cover you don't have a boat for. But they make the boat, so. So we got 3 twist locks and then these straps with the little D-rings. And it does fit. So there it is. We're happy with it. We're headed on down to the next job. Gonna make some chair covers and a helm cover. If I can get off this boat and get it back up on its hoist. Well, thank you for following along. All right, good evening, Josh Hu TV followers. Quitting time. Got back to the shop about 2, hungry, tired, and grumpy, and still managed to get the back door finished. I got the stiffener rod in. I got the zippers attached. Oh, I gotta put buckles on the inside to match the ones on the outside. And then that's one giant cradle. I put females on the inside, females on the outside, and make a double male to cradle. Just because there's no good way to stow them. They scratch up the door, so we quit doing that. Let's see, this one's done, needs a stiffener rod. Put all the straps on. This one is the one that's, I gotta bind that cutout. I gotta Velcro these back together. And then I gotta bind this whole cluster. And I don't think I'm gonna cut out the camera this time. Although that's gonna be hard to get that on there without interrupting its view. I don't know. They were putting them over here. I don't know what was wrong with it being over here. I don't know. Anyway. Gotta go to the lake again tomorrow. So, shop is a huge mess. And I wasn't here to clean. So, try to get some things ready to go to the lake in the morning. Again, gonna try and be back to the shop around noon, 1 o'clock, so I can try and get that thing finished, and then they're gonna come take all the glass, and I get to start all over. So I appreciate you following along. Thanks for watching. Alright, Joshua TV followers, the safari truck is done. Well, I don't know if they're gonna want me to cut a window for the camera or not. I'm not gonna cut it until they ask. But we got that one bound. We put in the Velcro. Bound that one. It zips up nicely. So there we go. They'll be here in the morning to strip the glass off. And I have already started the next set of zippers. In other news, the red cover came back, and the bosses aren't happy with it. It could be better. It's not terrible. But it does have a few issues. He had a big mistake here that it was way short. So he tried to patch that and put on a new piece. And then just to, I don't know. Let's get over to the other side. I haven't looked at the other side yet. I just got back from the lake. Probably at lunchtime. Let's take a look here. That lays pretty flat. And they were supposed to use Tanara thread, and they didn't. That was in the agreement, is that we would use Tanara thread. Black Tanara. Yeah, it has some issues. So, I get to redo the cover. They ordered more material. They told the customer that the boat would not be ready. And he was okay with that. So, next week I'll be redoing this cover. Where's the, oh, this one's going to Hatahari. Hatahari Wildlife. I'm working on your trucks, I promise. Alright, and we are starting on the zippers for the next truck. That is 44 inches by 6, 44 inches by 5. And then that's the construction method. I'll get the headgear out and we'll make one. We'll put the other side on tomorrow. And I'll show you how that's done. But right now it's quitting time. We're covering up and getting out of here. And thank you for following along.